Hey guys, it is August 19th, 2015, and today on GSA we attacked Delta Airlines. Basically, I'm going to kind of go through the trade with you and show you where I wanted to get in and what my thoughts were beforehand. And before we start looking at today's chart, which is this right here, I was going to go ahead and take a look at the game plan that we created from the day previous. I noticed that over here on Delta it kept hitting this resistance level of about the 4750 area, and so we played into that. We saw that it hit this top here, and I wanted to short the stock because more than likely we had a better chance of it going down for today. As you can see with the previous highs, it's fallen quite violently in the past. And so pretty much a good confirmation that it was going to go negative for the day. So that was our game plan. Also, if you look at the tails on a lot of these, today's an exception, of course, but I noticed that there wasn't a very big tail on the top. So what that means is that from the start of the day, it just pretty much went down from there. You'll see a little bit of a raise, a little bit of a tip on the candle, and then it just goes on down from there. Same way with this over here and this right here, and pretty much follows pattern. And today of course had to be the exception, but pretty much the game plan I just want to get through to a lot of you guys is we had a plan of attack. We noted that the stock was more than likely going to go down for today, and we were pretty right. It's retraced because of the Fed minutes for today, and also oil tanked on some news that was released earlier than what was supposed to be through one of the media outlets. But anyway, pretty much it's a pretty solid pattern. I bought in around 47.29. I saw this violent rip down, and I knew it was a little bit of a parabolic, so I wanted to go ahead and get into the game. Shorted at 47.29, oscillated, did this gear and pegging up and down motion, which kind of had me worried. I did see it break the 47.30, and then it went on up from there. I still was very confident that it was going to go negative for the day because of all the resistance from the highs from before. So at this point right here, when I bought it in at 27.29, I knew that it had the potential of going up. So what I did is I kept those shares on board, and then I shorted around here on the 47.57 after we had a failed double top here. And so that pretty much made my average somewhere around 47.42 afterwards, after I had bought in, and we rode it all the way down. And when you're shorting like this and you see just this giant, violent downward motion, don't sell out on the very first bump that you see. You can have a stop if you'd like, but it's going to bump. It's going to have a few speed bumps. Think of it as a basketball, if you will. You're dribbling it, and it's got to bounce at some point. So I wasn't scared of that bounce, and then this right here was good confirmation that the stock was heading lower. This part right here, between the time slot of about 10:57 to about 11:20, I saw it just going flat for the day, and I know we already had a pretty decent sell-off. So what I did is I took half my shares off here, so that if it did go up, I could grid it out a little bit longer in case it was started to become a double top here, and it just continued to fall from here. I should have locked in some more, but I wound up riding this up, and after it went up and then went back down and hit this double bottom and didn't break the 46.60 area, I just decided to get the rest out. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. It fell $1 from the top, and so you just got to be careful. Once it starts testing this, if you didn't want to get out, once it started going back up here and touching this $47 area, and it started just slowly grinding and not having the same downward movement that this one did, then that's your sign to get on out, because more than likely it's going to head back to the high of the day, which is pretty much what happened. Even though this has gone up, I'm going to look to reshort this again tomorrow around the 48.32 mark, more than likely, and because I'm still waiting for the big crack from 47 to 46, that's $1 there. From 46 to 43, that's $3 there if you really get lucky. But anyway, we decided to play it a little bit safe. And speaking of playing it safe, the reason why I had not been recording the last day or two is because I myself was stubborn. If you notice, my account went from $4,100 to $38,800, and that's even after today's gain. That's because I lost a lot of money in Sun because I did not respect my stops, and apparently I tried to catch a falling knife. When I bought in at Sun, I did not have a game plan. I did not have an exit strategy. I did not have a buying strategy. I just said, oh, this is the bottom of the day, or this is the top of the day, and it bit my ass for about $2,000. It's going to take me probably this entire week to get that back up, maybe even some tomorrow. I mean, even some next week is what I meant to say. So the story is respect your stops, have a plan, and try to think of a stock as a 3-to-1 win ratio. If a stock starts going against you and starts doing something that you didn't expect it to do, that's your first sign to get out. You'd rather be, wrong and save your money than be even more so wrong and lose a lot of money. This is what they call in the industry a dead cat bounce, where you see it fall all the way from $33.45 and not even have any kind of resistance on the way down up until the $15 mark, which was all the way back in October of last year. I made the mistake of buying this as a chase around 16.20, believe it or not, and I did not have a very tight leash on it, and it took my lunch, lots of it, $2,000 worth. So I took a few days off to kind of clear my head. I was really pissed off with myself, and that's just, unfortunately, that's what we call trader tuition. I had to learn at a very expensive price, and so learn from my mistake there. If you want to take advantage of a stock that's really, really, undervalued or sold off, you think it's sold off dramatically and all that, wait for it to actually go up, and then if you're still interested on it, wait for a double bounce on the bottom, because Sun literally destroyed my last couple weeks. So anyway, sorry to rabble on. Good luck in trading. Make sure you like and subscribe. Give me a like for the negative 2 Gs. I have a lot of pride to swallow there, and learn from my mistakes. But I'm still going to power on and still create these videos, and I thank you for watching. Have a great day, guys.